Here are 5 tips to get grants for your nonprofit. It shouldn't be this hard to be a superhero. I'm Audrey Chisholm with Chisholm Law Firm, and here are 5 tips to get grants for your nonprofit. Tip number 1, understand how grants give money. Most nonprofits write long grant applications asking a grant-making organization to cover all of the expenses for their organization. Stop doing that. They're not gonna fund the whole thing. There may be some grants that do this, but most grants do not fund entire organizations. Instead, they only want to fund specific programs. What does this mean? If you want to win a grant, then write your application about a program that meets the grant's criteria. For example, the name of my nonprofit is Revolution Leadership. When we apply for grants, we don't write grant applications asking for money to fund the entire Revolution Leadership organization. Don't get greedy, but reach out. Instead, we write grant applications to specifically award money for our signature program, the annual Revolution Leadership Retreat. This allows you to design your grant application with a budget that's for a specific program, which can actually increase your chances of getting the grant. Tip number 2, build a relationship with the funder. Humor me here. If you had $500,000, would you give it to a complete stranger just because they said they were going to do good with it? No. Instead, you'd probably want to give the money to an organization that you already know and that you already trust that they'll do the right thing with the funds. So how do you build a relationship with a grant funding organization? Easy. For starters, follow them on social media. Sign up for their email newsletter. Read about the work that they're doing on their website. Like and comment on their social media posts. Give them a call and talk to their staff members to learn more about the work that they're doing and introduce yourself. All of these things will help you build a relationship with the organization so that when your grant application shows up on their desk, you're not a stranger like everyone else. Tip number 3, create a sense of urgency when describing your programs. It's one thing to say you need money for your program in your application. It's another thing to use statistics and data to show that it's urgent that you get the money. When you're applying for grants, be sure to show that it's very important that they fund your program now. For example, you can say something like, we feed this many students and we provide meals for them. Or you can say that there are over 20% of students in local schools that are hungry after school because they do not have food to eat, and that funding your program will give these students the meals they need now. See the difference? I hope that helps. Tip number 4, track and measure your results. It's one thing to tell a grant-making organization that you're making a difference in the community with the work that you do for your nonprofit. It's another thing to have actual data to prove to them that you are making a difference. The way you do this is by tracking and measuring your results. If you give out 100 meals to the homeless, then make sure you document that. If you're helping students improve their grades through your tutoring program, then make sure you give surveys and document the statistics so that you can include those in your grant application. Those numbers are critical, and they'll help you stand out from other applicants. Tip number 5, ask for feedback. If you don't get the grant for whatever reason, don't just walk away or feel frustrated or disappointed. Instead, ask for feedback. Please, sir, some feedback, please. Sometimes you weren't awarded the funds because the program simply ran out of money, or maybe they needed to fulfill their commitments to existing organizations. If you're humble enough to ask for feedback, they may also share critical information with you that can help you increase your chances of winning the grant the next time you apply. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to give us a call at the number on your screen or check out the website below if we can help you start or grow your nonprofit or even get funding for it. It shouldn't be this hard to be a superhero.